What's up, my loves? My name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're going to be doing my February book haul. Hello my darlings, and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking through all the books that I acquired in February. So apologies if you hear any thundering or anything. A summer storm is making its way through. So yes, I am filming this on the 29th of February and hoping to have it up tomorrow morning for you. We've got a lot to talk about in a very short period of time. So let's dive in and talk about all the things that I got. For February, it was my birthday month, so I was expecting to not hold myself back on book buying or getting vouchers and things like that, and I was spoiled. I was very, very spoiled. I also had a lovely person give me 6 Fairy Loot and Owl Crate books, so that was amazing, and we've got some stats to talk about, and then I'll dive into the books. I ended up acquiring 13 books. I bought 1 and was gifted 12. My total spent was $19.79. Out of the 13, I have read 1, and that's because it was a gift that someone gifted to me of a book I had already read years ago. So yeah. For this year, I am trying to read either my hauled books and then from my backlist, I'm reading down my physical TBR. So my goal is to read 2 books off my collection to be able to add 1. I read 16 books off my backlist and I read 1 of my 2024 purchases from January. That means I could add 8 unread books to my TBR, and I'm adding 12. My current total for 2024 though is I have 15 unread books from my January-February haul. I have read 25 titles off of my catalogue, so I could add 12 unread books to my TBR. I've added 15. I don't feel like I'm doing too bad though, but whole Lord and heaven help me, the flame is up my ass, so I need to not, or I need to read like a motherfucker, because I have set a goal to read 60% of the books that I haul by the end of the year, and my current percentage is 17%. I got a long way to go. So my TBR is split into 2 sections. The first is just the books in my collection that I want to read, and then I have extra ones that are on Asher shelves that I want to read. So my TBR number started at 215, went to 213, and the entire collection went from 268 books to 260 unread books. So I am very happy with that, and that's sort of where the 2 off for 1 on I'm okay with, because I'm still reading more than I'm putting on, but I just like it to balance out that little bit more. And I just want to throw in here before I dive into the gifts, I also received a birthday present of the Black Box Puzzle Fantasy, and this is a 1,000-piece puzzle. Amy from A Star Reads gifted it to me, but basically it is as it says on the tin. There's no picture for you to reference. It is solely just going off the visual, and I think this is fantastic, and any person that likes puzzles, I thought this would be cool, and I want to shout out Amy's channel because I adore her, and I'm very, very appreciative of her getting this for me. I've got this to drive myself nuts with when I feel so inclined. Onto the books. So I'll start with the 6 that were gifted to me from this lovely person, and I am so appreciative of the fact that we've talked about books before. They fell in love with Babel by R.F. Kuang, and so we've had good chats about it, and they were just like, I'm not gonna read these, do you want them? And I was like, sure. So I rock up one day and there's just a goodie bag of books waiting for me at work, and I'm just like, this is amazing. So the first was I Hope You Get This Message by Farhad Naz Rishi, and I believe this is contemporary sci-fi. There's something about aliens. I really don't know too much about this. For these, I don't want to know much. I just want to go in blind, and yeah, so that was the first one. The next was 8 Will Fall by Sarah Harron, and again, not sure what we're looking at for this, but I feel like based off the little inside flap, we've got illegal magic and corrupt politics and royalty. I'm gonna go in blind and have a grand time. Then we have A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy, and I have heard mixed things about this, but I'm actually really excited to read it. Again, we've got magic and court, so I'm just curious to go in and give it a go. I'm pretty sure that the second book in this series is done with a different cover, but I do think it's only a duology and it's North African inspired, which sounds absolutely amazing. So I'm here and I'm ready for it. Then we have Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim, and it was very funny for me because I was thinking about this book recently. I can't remember why, but it came back onto my radar, and I had unhauled this when I was doing my big clear out for a lot of the Outbreak books that I had and just hadn't got around to and didn't think I was going to. And I actually regretted getting rid of this. So I'm very happy that it's now back in my collection so I can give it a go. I didn't end up reading it the first time, so happy to give it a go now. And I'm just very, I don't know, there was something, someone described it some way that I was just like, yes, I am excited. So I'm curious, very, very curious. And then the last two I actually squealed when I saw, because I'd been sitting on this one for a while and I wasn't sure where I was gonna fall, but the more I hear about it, it's funny because I think I hear more mixed reviews the more the series goes on, but the more I'm intrigued by it, I don't know, I can't tell you. But that's The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. I have just had the desire to pick this up, and I was nervous and actually going to audiobook this before deciding if I wanted to pick it up. Now I have this with the sprayed edges and I'm very excited. Oh, I love a map. And I just know New Orleans vampires that aren't overly explicit vampires to begin with. I don't know, I think it's just, I wanted to see the New Orleans vibe, and so I'm really hoping it delivers and I'll want to continue on with the series. And then the other one is Circle of Shadows by Evelyn Sky. Again, don't know why the hell this has been calling to me, but it has. And I'm happy about that fact because now it's in my hands and I get to read it. I think I saw someone talking about the Crown's Game and they really, really enjoyed it. So I want to give their writing a go, and I think very generic kingdom fantasy, but I'm also not mad at it. It is also giving me Ember in the Ashes vibes. I could be very wrong on that, but I'm here for it. So I'm just gonna go in and have a good time. 4 of these are first books in series. I am so appreciative to be able to have this and these in my hands ready to devour. Then for Valentine's Day, Ash made me a beautiful bouquet, and I'll leave the photo there because I'm just loving showing it off because Ash is an amazing human. And that ended up being Midnight Ruin by Katie Robert, which is the 6th, I always forget what number this one is, 6th in the Dark Olympus series, and I'm here. I don't need to know anything about it. It's Katie Robert. I'm just absolutely enthralled with their writing. I am hoping to get to it in March, so I've talked about it many times in many videos recently, and it's just a 3-way persona of happiness for me. So I'm very excited to pick this one up, and he's a good man. He's a good man. Then The Beautiful Erin from Sheba and Shelves got me Wordslight by Amanda Montel, and I've wanted this for the longest time. I saw one of my friends in uni, I think, reading this and absolutely loving it, and on the front it says A Feminist Guide to Taking Back the English Language. I'm so excited to see what this has to offer. It's that feminist language shit that I adore, so I'm really hoping that this just is everything I want it to be. I'm unbelievably keen to be able to dive into this, and I'm so thankful to Erin for putting it in my hands. It's one of those ones that I constantly stared at and just never added to cart, and now it's here in my hands, and I'll also leave link below to my vlogs where I've been unboxing these. And then The Beautiful Jacqueline from Jaxie Jax Reads got me 2 books. The first being Fae-bound by Sarah El Arifi, and this is the first in a series. We've got Fatal, Mistakes, and Exile, Fae. I'm excited. I have heard really positive things about this author's writing in The Final Strife, so I'm curious to see where they take this trilogy, and I can't wait. It is absolutely beautiful and makes me so unbelievably happy just looking at this. It's absolutely stunning. And of course, if Samantha Shannon says a romantic fantasy of epic proportions crackling with magic and passion, you can sign me the fuck up. X. Thank you, Jacqueline. The other book that they got me was The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin, which is the second in the Broken Earth trilogy, which I've been procrastinating on like nobody's business because, oh goddamn, this requires brain cells. And yeah, no, she doesn't have those in her body at all. I really enjoyed the 5th season when I read it, and I'm very excited to continue on with the series. It's just been one of those ones that have been so intimidating, and because I didn't own them, I was happy just procrastinating on them. And now I own the second one, so I'm gonna bite that bullet, and it's going to be an interesting time. When I was unboxing this, I said that I'm either going to need to read a really detailed summary of the 5th season, or I'm gonna have to reread it. And now that I'm thinking about that, I should do a read along for it, because I think having it and being able to talk to everyone and take it slowly and section it up is actually probably going to be a better way to do it. So I think there might be one on Bookymon. I'll have to double check, but I'm going to need support. But I'm very, very excited because it is so intricate and so beautiful. I am so excited and just so intimidated. So thank you, Jacqueline. I'm very, very happy that it's in my hands and I can't keep procrastinating on it. And then the beautiful April from Aprilus Maximus kindly got me Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kemmerer. And this is the only book in this stack that I have read, because I read it, I think, in 2016, 2019, a while ago, an absolute while ago. And I fell in love with it. This is one of my favorite contemporary novels of all time, and it was one of those books I couldn't convince myself to buy it because I'd already read it. Make it make sense. But now I have an extra level of amazingness to it because it was gifted to me by April, and I'm so thankful to have it. It's following Declan and Juliet, who are both going through their own issues. Juliet's mother has passed away and Declan is in a bit of trouble. He's got that tough guy bravado, and they interact in a very interesting way, and you wouldn't expect it to be the start of a very lovely relationship, but watching them grow together was so beautiful. Because I have read it a long time ago and have now view things with a different perspective from back then, I'm not sure how it would hold up, but I'm so just thankful to have this on my shelves to be able to look back through and just smile at it, because I'm so happy to have it back in my hands. And then the final book I got gifted was Come Tumbling Down by Shauna Maguire, which is the 5th in the Wayward Children series. And I am so thankful because this was from Ren from the Reading Ren, and they are funding my Wayward Children's hardcover collection, and I appreciate it so goddamn much. They bought me the first book, and then I found the second book in Harry Hardhog in Sydney for $11, and then they've gifted me book 5. I have read book 3, so I need to read book 4, and then I can get to this one as well. I know that this is following some characters that I'm very, very, very curious to see where it goes, and I think I'm probably gonna have to play some catch up to get to this pretty soon now that it's on my TBR, because I am very excited to be able to pick it up. I don't know anything else. I just know that that's the number of it, and I love these covers, and it makes me so happy being able to have this in my collection. So thank you, Ren. Thank you to the amazing, wonderful people that I have in my life. You're amazing. And then the final book for this haul is Soul Eater Volume 1 by Atsushi Okubo. And this is Volume 1 in the Perfect Edition, and I ended up picking this up because this was, again, Ren from the Reading Ren's Bookish Peeps Control My Life series. And so I decided to start collecting them. Ash really wanted it for his shelf, or he wasn't mad getting it for his shelves, so we picked it up, and yeah, I'm just very excited to actually start this journey. What? Hey, this is the mountain of books. Oh my god, I can't even fit it in frame. That I acquired in February. I am so thankful for the wonderful people that I do have in my life. And that is also including anyone that just wished me a happy birthday. Oh lordy, that is fucking heavy. I never expect anyone to get me a book, and I just really appreciate that my friends, or a jigsaw puzzle, really appreciate that my friends are willing to gift for me. And I just, honestly, I just appreciate the well wishes that I did receive for my birthday as well. So thank you, everyone. I very much appreciate it. Let me know in the comments any thoughts and feelings towards the books that I have hauled, how your February haul went. Was it a lot? Was it not? Anything you want to let me know, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!